Hi, my name is Rahul Gupta. I'm a founding director within the Sales Enablement Society and also the president of the DC chapter. And while I'm not moonlighting doing that, I'm actually responsible for enablement efforts at RSA Security, a cybersecurity company.
And my name is George Schwartner, and I'm also a founding member of the Sales Enablement Society. And it's a pleasure to have somebody who is in the security industry. I feel a lot more secure now.
Good.
What does your company do?
So our company from the past is known for token and multi-factor authentication, which you'll see around the world for people trying to log on to VPNs. However, we are an organization that actually has a multitude of different suites to address the different cybersecurity challenges we face.
How do you define sales enablement?
That's a really, really, really good question. To me, if I was going to try to simplify sales enablement in my mind, I look at the salesperson, whether they are internal or partner seller, as a carpenter, for example. Enablement, in my opinion, is the belt the carpenter wears. Those tools come from different parts of the organization: marketing, sales training, things that operations need to do to help them be effective. But the linchpin in all of that is the salesperson knowing, or the carpenter knowing, what tool to use when, which is where sales enablement becomes this connective tissue of not only giving you the tools you need, but also allowing you to learn how to use what tool in the right scenario.
Right. The challenge I have for you is that you talk about tools. Mm-hmm. And better tools are not going to build you a better house.
Agreed.
But a good architectural drawing builds you a better house.
Sure.
So using that analogy, what is the function of the sales enablement director?
We can use the architecture and blueprint mindset, but when I try to explain to people who are not in this field, hey Rahul, what's sales enablement? But what do you do? How do you help your organization? I look at it as we have an orchestra. People are playing different instruments, but you need a conductor so everybody's on the same rhythm and the same tune.
Right.
If you've ever seen a bunch of kids just play random instruments, it's not exactly something you want to listen to. It's cute, but it doesn't have an impact.
Do you have good diplomatic skills?
What do you mean by that?
You grew up in an embassy.
So I think one of the biggest things I've learned growing up in a diplomatic environment is the value of listening. I think some of the most successful salespeople that I've come across capitalize on one word, and that word is listen. From a sales perspective, manipulate the letters and it becomes silent from a negotiation perspective. And to me, if a salesperson speaks that language, knows that one word, they are absolutely diplomatic in conveying and actually understanding what the customer's needs and outcomes need to be, and conveying the right solution that gets them to that actual business outcome that they want to achieve.
A final question. Let's talk about the Sales Enablement Society meeting today.
Yeah.
What is your biggest takeaway?
I joined because I had a chance to meet Scott Santucci, and he made me feel not alone. What I mean by that is this enablement term is very fluffy, almost the way project management may have been 30 years ago. When we started talking, he made me realize you're not alone. You're not crazy. I felt like I was a person just walking around by myself in a dark room bumping into things. And when he said, look, let's professionalize this. This is something you want to retire in. Let's professionalize it, contribute to this, help make a difference in the field rather than just, minimal impact in organizations that you may be a part of. That had me. I realized that I had an opportunity to connect with like-minded people, 100 plus that are here today. We're also walking around in dark rooms, and together we become this collective flashlight, a unified voice, a megaphone to say, we are going to impact this field and we are going to make a difference not only for our customers, but improving the effectiveness and productivity of our sales engines around the world, irrelevant of the companies they work for.
And I think we can reframe this and say that sales enablement is the light that will make you shine.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rahul.
Appreciate it.